Hello friends, it has been a hot minute since I've been live on Instagram, but I wanted to come on here because if you've been following me, you know that last Friday, so a week ago from yesterday, I went and got a DEXA scan, and it was part of my birthday present from Devin. Hi Nicole. My DEXA scan was part of my birthday present from Devin, and I have been wanting to do a DEXA scan for years now. There's a place here in Dallas that actually does a deal for first-time customers, and you can go in and you can get a DEXA scan done, and I did a red light therapy, and it was $100 for both, which is a really good deal. I don't know how much the DEXA scans are by themselves. I have to go look at their website, but if you're in Dallas, it's like you can just type in DEXA Fit and they'll pop up. But I told y'all I would go over my results with y'all because I mean I wasn't super surprised, but it was kind of an eye-opener. So what a DEXA scan is you go in and you lay on this table machine thing, and it scans. You lay there for, I think it took like 6 minutes, and it scans your entire body. It's like super still. It like slowly goes over and measures everything on your body. And so in result, it takes a scan that looks like this and shows you how much muscle and fat you have on your body, as well as how much your skeletal muscle or your skeletal system weighs. And it can actually weigh your bone density as well. And it's really cool because I felt really good about mine. So this is for your bone density, and the blue is like average and good for my age, and I felt like right there. So I'm not above average, I'm not below average, so that means the strength of my bones are really good. You know what this comes from? Weightlifting and eating good food. So as long as I keep that up, my bones will stay strong, so as I age, I don't really have to worry about my bones breaking on me. And the other thing is it tells you how much you weigh, and you tell them your height, so then it helps measure your BMI. And if you can see, so this is just my skeletal system, and then this is my fat to muscle ratio. So the red is the fat, the red is the muscle, and the yellow is the fat. So as you can tell, I got a little bit more fat on me right now than normal. But I completely knew that was gonna come because I've been doing kind of reverse dieting since October to help put on a little bit of weight, because I had been under eating for so long. Not under eating, but eating in a calorie deficit for so long that I was having bad effects like being cold all the time, and I wasn't really able to tone up, and so I took a break from eating and weight loss for about 6 months. So that's why I'm back to cutting now. So I kind of knew I'd be a little bit heavier than normal, but I think it was one of my favorite parts is, so they weighed my skeletal system, and my skeletal system only weighs 4.3 pounds. So this is really funny because growing up, I had so many friends that were always like, I'm just big boned. Okay, in reality, that's probably not the case. And so it's really cool to go in and be like, okay, well, out of everything that I weigh, like less than 5 pounds of me is my bones. So that's not really an excuse to say like, oh, I'm just big boned, I can never be little like that. No. And it's really cool because it tells you so it takes into account your skeletal system, because a lot of times when people do their BMI, it's taking in how much you weigh in general. Well, this takes out your skeletal system, and it just focuses on the fat and the muscle that you have and gives you a percentage from that. So I am at 33.5% body fat right now, which is pretty high for me and for my height and for my age. So obviously my new goal is to work on leaning out for the summertime, and I was going to do that anyways. But I have 91.8 pounds of lean muscle tissue on my body. I think that's pretty damn good. So my goal is to get that up and to get my body fat down. And I'm not trying to go for like a 10% body fat, y'all. I'm trying to get back into a healthy range of like 20 to 25 for me is pretty good, and for my height level is where I'm going for that. It also measures, so down here, it tells you your arms, your legs, and then like your total. So, and then it tells you on each side, so you can see how even or uneven you are. So for my arms, my right arm has 5.1 pounds of muscle and my left arm has 4.5. So I'm only off by about a half a pound. So I can do some like bicep curls with just my left arm for, you know, a week to get that even. And then my legs, my right leg is 15.2 pounds of muscle and my left leg is 15.7 pounds of muscle. I was actually really shocked that my left leg had more muscle than my right leg. So in total, I'm only off by like 3 pounds of muscle on my sides. And I feel like since my left leg is stronger than my left arm and my right arm is stronger than my right leg, I'm like kind of even. Now the thing that's really important that I really like that they measure is your visceral fat. And if you don't know what your visceral fat is it's the fat that's right here on your tummy. And so when you see people walking around with big bellies, it really is a dangerous thing, okay? Having high visceral fat on your stomach is what causes, I have it written down here, it causes, obviously it's obesity, it can cause metabolic syndrome, it can cause type 2 diabetes, and lots of different metabolical diseases. And so it's really important to have little visceral fat. And so even though I have a higher body fat percentage on right now, when she measured my visceral fat, you typically want it to be, so she said between 1 and 3 is okay. Anything above 3 is starting to get dangerous, and anything below 1 is really good. Well, my visceral fat was 0.45. So I was pretty damn proud of that. So that means that, you know, even though my body fat right now is like 33%, my visceral fat is very low. So that is probably part of the reason why I'm so healthy. You know, I watch what I eat very, like, I watch what I eat in terms of like health, not for calories, not for weight loss, for what I'm putting into my body, making sure it's whole, good food. And then also it breaks down your arms, your legs, your trunk, which is like from here down, your android region and your gynoid region. So your android region is like your tummy, and then your gynoid is like your hips, your butt, and stuff like that. And then it tells you in each of those sections how much is fat versus how much is lean muscle, and then like what your bone mass is for that as well. So it is a really cool test, exam, whatever you want to call it. They also have an app that I downloaded, and so I can go on there, like if I happen to lose these papers, there's an app that has all my information in it. And then every time I go in, my goal is I'm trying to get Devin to go in and do his, so he has his information, but I want to go twice a year. So I'm going to aim for 6 more months. So that would be in September from when I got my test the first time, go in September and see how my body has changed over the last 6 months, and focusing on losing fat, building lean muscle. And yeah, but if you guys have any questions about the DEXA body scan, I'm curious if you've ever gotten yours before. If you have, let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk to you and see, you know, what your results are. And if you're thinking about doing a DEXA scan, do it. It is so good. It's such good information, and I think that everyone needs to do it just to have the information so you know how healthy you truly are, because I say I'm pretty healthy, but I do have a little bit more fat on me right now. But I know that my visceral fat is very low, and that's something I take pride in. And so if you have any questions, let me know. I am gonna hop off because it's Saturday and I am gonna get back to my life, but I promised I would make this live. So I hope you guys have a terrific Saturday, and I'll talk to y'all later. I don't know how to close this out.